Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the Rove. Through the Canadian Rockies, the bush trip, it continues. Leg 3, McBride to Jasper. Let's go. Alright, let's get going. There's nothing for it, let's just get going. Boom. Oi, what's this car doing? Get away from me. Get away from me, car. You waited for me to start going and start reversing towards me. How dare ye? I know you're just trying to be friendly. I know you Canadians are meant to be friendly. Well, not meant to be. You have the reputation of being friendly. Here we go. We've just left McBride. We're heading to Real Peak. We want 79 degrees. The 4:56. Probably should start the clock. Did I go around the wrong way? I think I probably did. We've got the stutters again. We've got the stutters again. Yeah, I think I probably went the wrong way, but that's fine. It's fine. The purple line confused me. I forgot the purple line cannot be followed. Hang on. So anyway, Real Peak. I lift off from McBride Airport and head to the east, sighting a line of prominent peaks just below the crest of the Canadian Rockies. Pass by the first of these mountains, Gaelic Peak, 8,809 feet, and then continue on course to Real Peak for 9,410 feet above sea level. Real Peak rises just to the north of a small, unnamed glacier. Well, someone better name it. I ain't gonna name it. Oh, I'll name it. I will name it Josephus. Josephus, the glacier. There you go. Congratulations. I just named your glacier. Nice, we're missing a few things here. On the live stream, if you're watching this on the video, what I'm talking about right now is meaningless, but I'm putting a little Google map in the top corner. If you want to see that, look at the VOD. Link in the description below. It's basically the same bush trip, except with my face on it and a little map. And some music. If that doesn't float your boat, I don't know what would. Probably some kind of thing that makes a boat float. Come on, stop fighting. There we go. Alright, Google Map tells us we're above Eddie now. Oh, Eddie, you're so fine. So we should be doing 79 degrees, so let's do that. Rather than whatever the hell I'm doing right now. So blah 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 blah, crest passed by the first and said that was probably Gaelic Peak, and then this one over here is Real Peak. I don't see a glacier though. Don't see any snow whatsoever. This might be Gaelic Peak actually. How many bush trips are left? Responding to someone in chat if you're watching this on the video. This is 3 of 6? 3 of 5 maybe? In this bush trip, in legs. But then there's also another 3 or 4 bush trips I haven't done throughout Canada and America. So was that the peak? Our Google map is not telling us the names of the peaks, which is disappointing. Extremely disappointing. What if I zoom in a little bit? No. Doesn't tell me anything. I don't know where's this glacier there? Well, we haven't even done 5 minutes, so that must have been Gaelic Peak. That must have been Gaelic Peak, which means this peak over here must be Real Peak. I do see a white blob on the map, so that's probably the glacier. Everything else has melted in whatever time of year this bush trip is. But the glacier remains the same for now. For now. Probably not forever. Glacier seems to be just past this peak. Just to the north. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Let me see this alleged glacier. I see no glacier. It's a glacier a little bit further on. We've only just done 5 minutes, so I think we need to keep going a little bit further. Maybe that was Real Peak, I'm not sure. But I'm going to go to the glacier. Doesn't seem to be quite 9,400 feet either. So, you know, things just aren't adding up. Things just aren't adding up. Is this the glacier here? Glacier's in front of me, apparently. Guess that's a glacier just below us now? We accept that that's a glacier? If so, I'm turning 99 degrees for 4:37. Reset our clock. There we go. 99. Ha! 990! 99 for 4:37. Mount Longstaff. I'll bet. See the glacier over there. Maybe that was the peak. Anyway, 99 this way. From Real Peak, turn to the southeastern site, Mount Longstaff, 10,433 feet above sea level. In the distance, gain altitude and pass over the summit of Mount Longstaff, entering the boundary of Mount Robson Provincial Park. Well, that's got to be Mount Longstaff all the way off in the distance there, right? That big peak. That giant peak. Because this is the glacier, actually. So I might reset my clock in a sec. Yeah, I'm going to do another reset of the clock. There we go. Give ourselves another minute. Let's get up. How tall was it? 10,400. So let's get up to like 11,000 feet. Then level off and then head straight for that peak. If we can even get up there. Come on, plane. Now we're sinking. Of course we're sinking. Why wouldn't we be sinking? Excellent. Excellent. No sign of civilization, though. Mount Longstaff, and that would pass over the boundary of Mount Robson Provincial Park. Don't feel like we're quite high enough. Oh, okay. So that's Mount Robson in the distance, because that's what the next thing is. So which one's Mount Longstaff? Supposed to be doing 99. Oh wow, 13,000 feet for Mount Robson. So let's keep climbing. Well, which one would be Mount Longstaff? Google Map help us? Will the Google Map help us? Yeah, it won't, but there you go. One of these peaks must be Mount Longstaff. It's just a bunch of peaks, though. Pretty impressive mountains, though, I do say. If I do say so myself, even though I had nothing to do with their creation. Or did I? Or did I? I didn't. Spoiler alert. Unless you go by the theory that, you know, we're all God, the whole universe is God, then I definitely made it. But then so did you. So did a cat. So we've done 3 minutes, though plus the extra time. I don't know which one's Mount Longstaff. Probably the one we're above. Because, oh, it's 2 minutes to the next spot, so I honestly don't see any other mountain that stands out. Going to go to the full 5 minutes and then see where we're at. The next turn is 92 degrees, which is slightly to the left. Then we're actually going to Berg Lake. There's a lake over on the right there. The town of Mount Robson's over to the right. Must be a lake here somewhere that we're not seeing. Another lake. None of these directions make sense. If anything, I should be slightly to the left, but actually it's implying that I should be all the way over to the right at the moment. With its implications. Right, let's level off at last. 13,000 feet. That should get us over Mount Robson if needs be. If is what is necessary. There must be a lake at the base of this mountain, because it says something about a lake at the bottom of the sheer cliff face called the Emperor's something or other. Emperor Face. The Emperor Face. Your face is an Emperor Face. A little bit more trimming. We've done 5 minutes, so I'm going to assume that somewhere here is Mount Longstaff, and now we want to do 92 degrees for 2 minutes 11, going to Berg Lake. Sight Mount Robson in the distance, the highest mountain in the Canadian Rockies at 12,972 feet above sea level. Mount Robson is one of the most impressive peaks in the world due to its sheer cliffs and knife-edge ridges. One of the most dramatic aspects of Mount Robson is its near vertical north face, called the Emperor Face, which towers above Berg Lake. Sighting Robson and Berg Lake, climb to at least 13,500 feet, oh now you tell me, above sea level and pass over the north side of Berg Lake. Alright, you're kidding me, aren't you? Which one's Berg Lake then? There's a lake there. So what did it say? Near vertical north face. So that's over here. Yeah, so we're going to the left of the mountain. I thought we were going to the right. We ain't. We're going this way. And we're trying to get to 13,500 fiats. Let's do that. Gone back to 5%, which is what it was before when we were climbing, and we're not climbing no more. There's 13,500. So we've got 1 more minute. One more minute. That must be Berg Lake there. Nice. Can we do a quick sneaky thumbnail picture? Perfect, look at that. 16:24. Beautiful. Can't complain. Uh-oh. Yeah, boom, there we go. There we go. We've done our 211, but I don't know that we're quite there yet. Anyway, well, is it 40 seconds to that peak? Because if we turn 163... Yeah, I've lost it. There we go, Mount Robson. 163 for 40 seconds. Won't even have enough time to read it out. From Berg Lake, turn due south. And pass over the summit of Mount Robson, the highest mountain in the Canadian Rockies, as previously mentioned, at 12,972 feet above a CR level. We're going to pass over it properly, like straight over it. We're high enough. We're going to drop some bombs on it. No, we're not going to drop some bombs on it. Of course not. We're just going to enjoy its natural splendor. Oh, that was too much. That was too much. Here we go. You can speed up a little bit now, plane. We've gotten as high as we need to. Mount Robson. Actually, we've done 40 seconds, so perfect. Gotta watch our speed, though. Alright, now we want 120 for 4 minutes 3 seconds. Moose Lake. Ah, Moose Lake, eh? 120. Look, that'll be Moose Lake over there. Over the summit of Mount Robson, gain a visual to the southeast of Moose Lake, the only lake along the course of the Fraser River. What a tidbit. What a tidbit of information. We're going too fast. Gotta be careful. There we go. Come on, plane. Don't panic. Giving me the shutters on the controller. Second it gets anywhere near the red, it starts going nuts. Blade ripping itself apart, apparently. Absolute bizarreness, if you ask me. What am I supposed to be doing? 120. %. The old 0% doesn't work anymore. Probably because we're too high. Mount Robson, Moose Lake. Yeah, the spice of life. Alright, Moose Lake, what have you got for us? Apart from your lakiness. Like we can go back to full power. Maybe even trim up a little bit more. There we go. Suddenly we're not doing full speed at all. None of this makes any sense. The trimming on this plane is bizarre. The complex interplay between all these things is obviously too complicated for my aging brain. How are we doing? We've done 2 minutes 30 of 4 minutes 3 seconds. But we're not going full speed, that's for sure. We probably need to go a little bit more. Look, once we're over the lake. I mean, that's Moose Lake. That told us where we're going. Point of interest 16 at Moose Lake. Excuse me. Apologies for the snuzz. That's my lunch. I had some chili in my arrabbiata sauce that I make from scratch. Probably shouldn't be putting chili because I have gut issues, but god damn, I love me some chili, but it also makes me sneeze, so. Feeling good now, but I wonder if I'll be feeling good later. These are questions for later. For future Chaz. Fuck you, future Chaz. Current Chaz wanted some chili. Current Chaz is an asshole. Alright, we're definitely over Moose. Well, we haven't even done our time yet, so no, let's just continue a little bit further. Got to do the time, because we've done the crime. Them's the rules, right? Alright, now we've done the time. We're definitely over the lake, so we want 64 degrees for 5:13. Reset our clock. We're going to... I don't know why we're suddenly climbing so much. The slightest touch of the controls in this plane and boom, we're in the stratosphere. Alright, 64, that's this way. Let's go. Monarch Mountain. From Moose Lake, turn to the east-northeast. Be careful with the speed. And fly just to the north of Mount George Graham. Don't know which one that would be. 8,448 feet above sea level. Then pass just to the north of Razorback Mountain, 8,547 feet, which lies directly on the British Columbia-Alberta border. Alright, okay. We should be able to find that. We should be able to find that. Continue on course to the next prominent peak, Monarch Mountain, which stands 9,111 feet above sea level. A good visual for Monarch Mountain is a small glacier just to the north of its summit. Oh. What is this? Some kind of riddle. Let's just... I'll be able to see the border on my Google map, so that'll tell us where Razorback Mountain is. And then there should be another prominent feat. Another prominent feat! A prominent foot as opposed to a mountain with a glacier. Okay, but that's in like 4.5 minutes, so, you know. Let's see how we go. To be honest, not much has made sense. I guess the Mount Robson made sense so far, but I'm not 100% certain we've even got the right instructions here. And of course the purple arrow doing whatever it wants. As is its want. Excellent. Two minutes done. 2 minutes done. 2.5, halfway there. Halfway there. I'm not seeing the border on the map yet. I don't know which one would be Mount Graham. All of these peaks are the same height. How could you be just to the north of one of them? So maybe that one over there. Just above the bump on my right wing. Maybe that's Graham. George Graham. And as mentioned, no sign of the border either. I guess we'll figure it out. I guess we'll have to figure it out somehow. Excellent. Look at these, the Rockies though. They're beautiful. Isn't it like it's the Canadian Rockies, right? Because there's what, the Colorado Rockies? Are they the same mountain range just on across the border or something? Are all the Rockies the same mountains, but we've got American Rockies and Canadian Rockies? Or am I just getting confused? Probably getting confused. Let's face it. Let's face it. Confusion is a natural state. In 4 minutes. Quatre minutes. We need to do 5 and a bit. Another minute to go according to the clock, but I have not seen the border, so there lies about BC Alberta border here. Nowhere near here as far as I can tell. Hang on. We went past it the other day. It's the first one or the second one? It's all the way behind us, the border. So that's just wrong. That's actually wrong. And now I'm getting blown away. Now I'm getting blown away. Why am I getting blown away? Am I supposed to be doing 64? And then we're looking for a glacier. And a mountain that's 9,000 feet. No idea. No idea, to be honest. I'm just going to do the time, because we were going sort of 180 knots true airspeed that whole time, which is basically meant to be about the right time, I think. And we're going to go 75 degrees for 4 minutes 13 to Jasper, which is our destination. So somewhere over here. Let's hope we can find it. Might need the Jugles to help. From Monarch Mountain, head due east. The nearest significant mountain in the forward distance is Consort Mountain, 9,459 feet above sea level. Pass just to the south of Consort Mountain, and then pass just to the north of Buttress Mountain, 8,809 feet above sea level. Ahead, sight the Athabasca River, the Yellowhead Highway, and Becca Slough. Land at Jasper Airport, which lies just south of Becca Slough, between the Yellowhead Highway and the Athabasca River. Fucking riddles again. On my Google, I am seeing Jasper National Park of Canada or something like that. I can't quite read all of it yet. Let's hope I see a town named Jasper soon, because we've got 3 minutes before we're meant to be landing. So, and I'm not seeing anything on the Google map. Presumably beyond this ridge here, there will be a river and a highway. Hopefully the town of Jasper, and maybe we can fuck, I've just looked at the picture of the runway. It's just a dirt. It's just a dirt patch in amongst some green. It's not even I can't even make out a runway marked out. So this will be interesting. We're gonna have to try and find it. Based on I don't know what. Just let's do that a little bit so we can see a bit more. There's a river. The river bends all the way through there. I'm gonna zoom in on my Google map to see if I can find Jasper. Just going over Pyramid Mountain. There's no town named Jasper that I can find. There's the 16 highway though, is that what it said? Yellowhead Highway doesn't tell us what number it is. So between the river and the highway is a runway somewhere. It is very definitely next to the river. Okay. Could almost be that patch of dirt right there. Let's start losing height. How would I know? I need to get closer and look at the map in the plane, I guess. Trying not to crash into Pyramid Mountain. But yeah, that patch of dirt there is sort of what it looks like on the picture. That must be it, actually. But where the actual runway is, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I mean, I guess I'll just land next to that road, because that seems to be what it suggests in the picture. Gonna have to do a lot of descending first. Look at this river system. Beautiful. Can I see it on here yet? Yeah, that's it there, but it doesn't really give me any clues as to whether... as to where I'm supposed to land exactly. Let's head out this way a bit. We will just land on that patch of dirt and hope that we can find a spot where it registers the end of the bush trip. Still trying to lose height. It's not that easy in this plane. It likes to fly in the air. Which is a good thing for a plane to be, but also annoying when you want it to land. But look at this view we've got right now. Makes it all worthwhile. More trimming needed, apparently. More trimming needed. We need to slow down a bit more. Let's get the flaps down. That should help a little bit, although it will launch us into the air a bit for a bit, because this plane, as always, likes to balloon. It's confused about its purpose in life. Alright, how far away? I can't tell because it doesn't let me have access to the map in the bush trips. Which is a little bit weird, given that if this was a real bush trip, you'd have access to a map. It's still too high. Okay, so that line is the runway, I think. Oh no, the highway's underwater right now. Oh God, we're gaining height. Come on, plane. Just fall out of the sky, please. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of looping because we're still way too high. And yeah, I guess we're landing here to help the poor people of Jasper because their freeway's underwater. No, it's underwater. Alright, so that's the runway there. It's that sort of grey line just on the tail now. We are, of course, way too high. We'll get a bit closer and then start looping until we're in a reasonable position to land this bastard. Alright, okay, cool. Or is that the runway there? No, that's another road. There's a road next to the main road. There's two roads. Let's plow towards the ground as well. Try not to rip the flaps off though. Try not to go too nuts and get close to this mountain. We want to stay near the runway. Gonna be enough? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. We do what we did yesterday and just sort of launch ourselves towards the ground. Hope we don't get too fast. It's about as close as we can do it. Oh, I don't know. I still think we're a bit high. Don't know what the algorithm's doing there. It's moving the water. The water level's moving. How can that be? I think we're good. I think we'll be good. We'll be able to floof for a bit. Hopefully not take back off too quickly. It's not a runway, it's a field. To wash off some speed. There we go, not bad. Actually not bad. Another one of these beautiful base of the valley mountain. Ah, it's so pretty. God, love it. I love it. I hope you love it too. I hope everybody loves it. Boom, and it registered. Excellent. That was leg 3, 4? I can't remember. One of the legs of the Canadian Rocky Bush trips. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.